Hello and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. Sorry, almost said that wrong. So when we left off, we had just arrested our friend who was trying to break into the cabin, and now it's time to interrogate him. Oh,
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
Okay, where's the evidence room? You say his belongings are there.
Mr. Holmes?
Okay, all you're gonna say is that. Maybe it's labeled. That's staff room, evidence room. Okay. I'm assuming this little drawer right here is his belongings.
These are the suspect's belongings.
So there's the notebook
The
that
notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Yeah, I don't know what those numbers are. They have a ring. Something inside. From R. Dawson.
R. Dawson.
To my friend and partner, 1883.
1883.
Okay, I think...
To my friend, Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
It would be the lady. Here, okay.
A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
Which makes sense.
A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
I didn't mean to click that again. And a knife.
A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
I thought he tried to use a knife before. Why didn't he try to use a knife again? Okay, so we have to interrogate him still. Do we have a name for Dawson? We have Judith Carey. I was like, I don't think we had a Dawson yet. Okay, so we examined his belongings. So now, that's Inspector. That's the morgue. Can we go in the morgue? I don't see why we need to go in the morgue, but... Is that our friend Peter? Maybe we need to come down here later. I think I'm coming down here too early.
Locked.
Okay, so I just keep going. The interrogation? You are interrogation. Hello! Let's look at you. You have a hat. You have patches. Expensive fabric. Makes me think maybe at one point you were wealthy. Maybe you come along hard times. You have calloused fingers. And scars, so you became a hard worker. He has a thin neck, so he hasn't worked very much in his life. Doesn't have the muscle, or he's just young. Oh. And short sleeves, so it's an old jacket. What's the notebook about? What's in this notebook?
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
It was in blood.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
I mean, is it a gambling
But I
problem?
will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
Was gambling a big issue back then? What about the knife?
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
Uh-huh. That's what they all say. What about the ring? Well, I think maybe it was in your pocket, because I don't think you were wearing it, so maybe that was an old relationship. See, maybe he had money, and then things went south, and then now he's here.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Q. What about the engraving?
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
Who's the owner?
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
I don't know
The
what
ring
year
is
it is.
mine.
Ah. Okay, so is that it?
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan.
Nope.
Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I feel like I was
I'm
kind of
speechless,
close.
Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Kinda.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Okay, so we
Please.
have a connection we can make. So we have... So we already connected the break-in attempt. So we have... It has to be... Let's see, Carrie was armed with his knife. Hey, wouldn't it be those two? What is this? Experiment required. We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to kill by fully piercing a body.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I am sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
What is that? The light? Interesting. Prepare for a harpoon throwing experiment. Oh, Watson's gonna love that. I guess we just go back. We have the ring. We have to search the archives. How do we search the archives? I guess we just go back home? Questioning? Everything? Oh wait, it says be open deduction. Well, we have... Well, we have the missing tin box. And the nope, no. I mean, is there anything to do with the tin and the break-in? No. I mean, it has nothing to do with him and a smoker. Yeah, I was like, I don't freaking know. Deselect. No gardener in the tin box? No. I didn't think that was anything. I don't think the smoker has to do with anything. Yeah, I was like... Yeah, I was like, I didn't think that had anything to do with things. We already connected the break-in attempts. The break-in attempts remain in order to cover the notebook that had been lying. Oh yeah, okay. I thought we had already made that connection. So I didn't think there was anything else we needed to do there. Yeah, I was like, nothing to do with any of that. Yeah, I was like, that's not anything. Yeah, okay. I guess we concluded everything. I didn't realize I had to make that selection again. Hello, Watson.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
I wouldn't say bother.
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend
I mean, a
himself?
harpoon does have quite a
It
big
is
reach.
possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
No.
I would stab a pig.
Goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a
Aha.
harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
I like how we're just like, oh, we're just gonna take some of the evidence, you know, from the wall. Okay.
I need to take a harpoon with...
Okay, so we gotta grab a harpoon first then. Go back to Woodman's Lee. It's open deduction. Okay, it just says task experiment. I was like, there's nothing new to do. Excuse me. I need a harpoon. Actually, do you have anything else to say? Can I run? Oh, I can run. Oh, that makes things happen so much easier. Hi.
Who could do such a thing?
Okay, never mind.
My poor husband.
I thought we might have something more for you, but I guess not. Harpoon!
That
Okay.
should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
Okay. Now we go to the butcher. Just casually, we're going around with a harpoon. Alright. Watson, you ready?
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
Stab a
To
pig.
indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand
Just
aside,
a small
Watson. This
one.
might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Shit.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to
Okay.
perform the most reliable test.
Okay. Hold breath. Okay.
The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through.
Did I do it right?
Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
I try to aim it. Okay, we're working on this here. Oh, that was bad. Is that close enough? No. There we go.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
Well, I don't think it was his
Alright.
wife, if that's
But
what...
before we go, I suppose I'll
we're
have
trying
to
to
pay for all
suggest.
these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
Okay. So we have deductions. So we have a strength requirement and pin to the wall. It requires a much greater strength than the average man to be able to pierce a man's chest with a harpoon all the way through to the wall. There is a remote possibility that an unskilled, untrained man could manage. Okay, so I'm going to assume we don't think it's our man in custody. Now what? Investigate. I need to go back home? Okay, there's books. Thank you. Search for Dawson. Research. No. Newspapers. Dawson, right here. The Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses. Is good. Okay. Joshua Nelligan, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht.
Here it is.
Yep.
Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Back to Scotland Yard. And we're walking. And we're running. Just screw walking, honestly. Okay, sir. I have a question for you.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
That your family?
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
Is he alive?
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family.
Aha.
My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my
on the
mother a
map.
list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Is he trying to
Thank
track
you
down
for the
everyone
story,
who was
Mr. Nelligan.
potentially on
At
board?
last, we are making some progress.
Is that the names in the notebook?
Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Maybe he faked it. Examine the ship's logs. So now we gotta go back. All the way back to Woodman's Lee. Oh, is there a deduction to do? I didn't think so. No. And we're running. I feel like she's just watching me like, what the heck is this man doing?
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Okay. I don't see
Log
a
note
Joshua.
for June. Nothing unusual.
Oh wait, was there
This
Joshua? And
is the crew list of the Sea
No, that's
Unicorn.
James.
Log notes for July. Nothing special.
What about August?
Log notes for
Oh,
August.
here we go.
These pages have been torn away. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently.
It is
There are
in
three
the
ways of
notebook.
discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first two of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
So we have that. This is fine to use. See, CPR is on here. Can I connect that? Is that a deduction? Is that... No? Okay. Maybe I have to go look at the evidence. Maybe. Because it says Wiggins might need help. He should be somewhere on Baker Street. Hold on. I want to go to Scotland Yard to see if I can look at that notebook again. Because CPR was on that list. I mean, we saw it. I think we just need this man to take a little look-sees at it.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Yes, yes.
I wonder if these are connected.
See, there's CPR.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Okay. So we have the missing papers and the missing tin box. Oh, no, not the one I wanted. Stolen valuable papers. Valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen box. Retreat, okay. Nelligan's motive. John Nelligan would have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. Okay. Oh wait, was there something else to do there? No. Oh, the missing papers and the break-in attempts. No. Oh, retrieving, looking for papers. Oh, I get to pick? Oh! John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been motive for him to murder Peter Carey. But that's red. So that's a negative. So that is that innocence? And then we have... It takes a strong person to do it. And there's more here. Ah, I see how this works now. Okay. Can I ask him about this? While we're here, before I go to Baker Street. What'd you break in?
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Q. The bond certificate.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
They were in a box. They were already stolen.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Okay, so we have investigated him. Now let's go back to Baker Street. I don't think there's any other deductions to make. We just have non-smoker and gardener. Okay.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father.
Hopefully.
I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But
Oh,
I
I thought we were
have
about to,
another
like,
solution.
dress up and go
I'll call in
incognito.
a specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive
Yes.
more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Okay. That's how. Call Wiggins.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins,
Oh my
I need
goodness.
you to
Can
track
we at least
down
give him, like,
certain
some
people
clothes
for
or
me.
something?
I'll give you a list.
If he helps you so
you
much.
can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
He's like, I'm not
Sailors?
impressed. Here, just
Easy.
do this thing for
Just
me.
gotta look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
What happened now?
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Okay. Sean may have some new facts. Okay. I feel like I'm doing a lot of going back and forth. Right now, at least. Oh, not spacebar. Okay, run!
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly.
See a big,
now.
strong man?
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
I was gonna say, not me.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Do you have any
Oh,
belongings
yes, and
I can
one
look
more
at?
thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Dude, what if
Do
his
you
like
have
writing
it?
matches the
Of
way that
course.
the initials are written on
It's in
the
the evidence
tobacco
room.
thing?
At your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
I'm gonna say nah. Okay, is there anything new? There is new. His boots!
These are the suspect's belongings.
Can I take his boots? I can't take his boots.
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
Not that much bigger than an 8.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
Is that a hat? We're not gonna look. Okay, I guess we don't look at the other part. Can I go take his boots real quick? Like, I want to hit him with that question if it does come up. And we're running to the footprints. And boom!
These boots match the footprints exactly.
Nice. Okay. So we have... I mean... So we have an unexplained presence. Can I talk to her now? That I know that his footprints match? This says he might be hiding something. And if we have the footprints, maybe he's a gardener.
Who could do such a thing?
Okay. Back to Scotland Yard. It's time. Oh, you're over here.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
I was like about ready
Allow me to introduce
like
myself.
interrogate this man.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Just a
I've
few.
already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
I'm close enough.
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
You do need to realize
I
that
know.
fact.
Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
How is it ridiculous?
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, I can get more from
Well,
that from the way
we shall see.
you carry yourself and how you look. Let's see. Let's go forward. Nice smug expression. He has a scar. Okay. He has a handkerchief with a crested tit. His plant remains on his boots. He has gardener's hands. He is the gardener.
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
False! Your boots.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Okay.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Gardening. Yeah, the gardener.
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently.
The bird.
But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
But why in the middle of the night?
That's all for now.
Were y'all having an affair? Oh. Da-da-da. Okay, perform analysis. Where do we perform the analysis? Sir? How do I perform an analysis?
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes?
Okay,
Do you
you're
have
not
any
gonna help me. It's not gonna be in the morgue. Can it be in the staff room? No. Okay, analysis. I guess we perform the analysis back at home. Let's go to Baker Street. Maybe the letter has something that's gonna be important with what's happening. Okay, nothing new here. So we have some connections here we haven't made yet. Analysis. Over here, chemistry.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction.
Okay.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Okay. So orange... So colorless should be added after orange. And every time we add blue... So if we did... blue... green... blue... Oh, wait. Oh, it's gonna reset, isn't it? Because I thought maybe I could have the... I thought I could maybe do like orange, clear, and that takes care of it, but I don't think that's gonna work. Because the one blue's in front of the other orange. It's not gonna stack like I want it to. Yeah, it's not gonna stack. Okay.
Done. Now I can proceed further.
Oh wait, is that it? Did I do it the right way?
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery.
I guess I did it right. I mean, I'm sure it would tell me if I did it wrong. I did as you asked and hid them well.
I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
Okay, so we have Liam Hurtley's letter, which is more evidence. Which I'm sure the letter is probably for the wife. But could Liam stab the man with a harpoon? He would have the strength for it because he's a working man. But he doesn't have the experience with
Please escort this suspect
he doesn't have the
for
experience with a
interrogation.
harpoon. Let's see. What did you hide?
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
The letter.
I did as you asked and hid them well.
The papers.
Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
Chemicals.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one, but it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
Uh-huh.
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley.
Well.
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
Well, I think for now, I think this is a good stopping point because I'm sure in their next video, this case is gonna be kind of spicy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna end this video here. Next time you see me, we're gonna be at Woodlands Lee. I'm sure we're gonna be questioning the wife and looking at the tools. So don't forget, I do stream on Twitch. The link is down in the description box below. And I hope you have a good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of day it is when you're watching this. And I hope to see y'all next time.